What makes a naval ship iconic in the crucible of World War II? These vessels were more than steel and guns. They were emblems of national pride, strategic genius, and human endurance. From carriers that reshaped warfare to battleships that met tragic ends, this countdown ranks the 10 most notable ships of World War II based on their achievements, impact, and notoriety. We sail from 10th to 1st, exploring each ship's legacy in a war that defined the 20th century. 10. IJN Yamashiro, Japan. Kicking off the countdown is IJN Yamashiro, a Fuso-class battleship, whose final stand at the Battle of Surigao Strait, 1944, marks a historic milestone. Commissioned in 1917, Yamashiro displaced 39,154 tons and carried 12 14-inch guns. During the Leyte Gulf campaign, she faced a U.S. ambush in the last battleship-on-battleship clash in history. Outgunned by 6 U.S. battleships, including West Virginia and Tennessee, Yamashiro sank after relentless shelling, losing most of her 1,636 crew. Her outdated design, lacking radar and air cover, sealed her fate, but her dogged resistance earned respect. Yamashiro's notoriety lies in symbolizing the end of an era for battleship warfare, as air power and technology took precedence. Her sacrifice, though overshadowed by larger ships, secures her place in naval lore. 9th, USS Indianapolis, USA. USS Indianapolis, a Portland-class heavy cruiser, ranks 9th for its critical mission and harrowing demise. Commissioned in 1932, this 9,800-ton ship mounted 98-inch guns and was known for speed, 32 knots. In July 1945, Indianapolis delivered components for the Little Boy atomic bomb to Tinian, a secret mission vital to ending the war. Days later, a Japanese submarine torpedoed her in the Philippine Sea. Sinking in 12 minutes, 900 of her 1,195 crew survived the initial attack, only to face dehydration, exposure, and shark attacks. The worst such incident in naval history. Only 316 were rescued after 4 days. Indianapolis's tragedy, coupled with the court-martial of her captain, later exonerated, gripped the public. Her dual legacy, heroic delivery and catastrophic loss, makes her a poignant symbol of sacrifice. 8th, HMS Warspite, United Kingdom. HMS Warspite, the Grand Old Lady, takes 8th for her relentless combat record. A Queen Elizabeth class. Battleship commissioned in 1915, Warspite's 33,000 tons and 8 15-inch guns made her a powerhouse. Modernized for World War II, she fought at Narvik, 1940, sinking German destroyers, and at Calabria, 1940, and Matapan, 1941, crippling Italian fleets. During D-Day, 1944, her guns pounded Normandy defenses despite years of damage from mines, bombs, and guided missiles. Warspite's ability to endure, surviving 15 major engagements, earned her adoration in Britain. Notoriety stemmed from her tenacity, often steaming into battle when others faltered. Though not as strategically pivotal as carriers, Warspite's resilience and storied career make her a British naval icon. 7th, USS Arizona, USA. USS Arizona, a Pennsylvania-class battleship, ranks 7th for its tragic role in galvanizing America. Commissioned in 1916, this 31,400-ton ship carried 1,200 14-inch guns and was stationed at Pearl Harbor. On December 7, 1941, Japanese bombers struck, and a bomb detonated Arizona's forward magazine, causing a catastrophic explosion. She sank in minutes, taking 1,177 of her 1,512 crew, over half the day's casualties. The attack propelled the U.S. into war, with Arizona's burning wreckage symbolizing the call to arms. Now a memorial, her hull remains a sacred site, visited by millions. Arizona's notoriety lies in her sudden destruction, which unified a nation and shaped World War II's narrative. Her legacy as a symbol of sacrifice endures. 6th, IJN Akagi, Japan. 6th, IJN Akagi, Japan. IJN Akagi, a Japanese aircraft carrier, secures 6th place for leading the Pearl Harbor attack. Converted from a battle cruiser in 1927, Akagi displaced 36,500 tons and carried 66 aircraft. On December 7, 1941, Her planes crippled the U.S. Pacific Fleet, showcasing carrier warfare's might. Akagi continued dominating early Pacific campaigns, but her fate turned at Midway, 1942. U.S. dive bombers set her ablaze, forcing her crew to scuttle her, with 267 lives lost. The loss of Akagi and 3 other carriers marked a turning point, halting Japan's advance. Her notoriety stems from spearheading Japan's boldest strike and her dramatic fall, symbolizing the rise and decline of Japanese naval power. Akagi's pivotal role in carrier warfare cements her fame. 5th, USS Missouri, BB-63, USA. USS Missouri, an Iowa-class battleship, claims 5th for its power and symbolic significance. Commissioned in 1944, this 45,000-ton giant wielded 916-inch guns, firing 2,700 shells 24 miles. Missouri bombarded Iwo Jima, Okinawa, 1945, softening Japanese defenses and supported carrier strikes across the Pacific. Her most iconic moment came on September 2, 1945, when Japan signed its surrender on her deck in Tokyo Bay, ending World War II. Missouri's advanced radar and 33-knot speed made her a feared presence. She later served in Korea and the Gulf War, a rare multi-era career. Nicknamed Mighty Mo, her notoriety lies in hosting history's defining surrender and embodying U.S. naval dominance. Missouri's blend of might and legacy is unmatched. 4th, HMS Hood, United Kingdom. HMS Hood, Britain's pride, takes 4th for her grandeur and tragic end. Commissioned in 1920, this 46,680-ton battlecruiser, armed with 815-inch guns, was the largest British warship at the war's start. Known as the Mighty Hood, she symbolized British naval supremacy, touring the world to project power. In May 1941, during the Battle of the Denmark Strait, Hood faced Germany's Bismarck. A shell from Bismarck penetrated her magazine, triggering a massive explosion that sank Hood in 3 minutes, killing 1,415 of 1,418 crew, spurring a relentless hunt for Bismarck. 3. Bismarck, Germany. Bismarck, Germany's fearsome battleship, ranks 3rd for its brief but explosive campaign. Commissioned in 1940, this 50,300-ton behemoth carried 815-inch guns and advanced armor. In May 1941, during her first mission, Bismarck sank HMS Hood in the Denmark Strait, stunning the world. Her victory was short-lived. British forces, enraged, hunted her. Torpedoes from HMS Ark Royal crippled her rudder, and a massive Royal Navy assault sank her 3 days later, with 2,065 of 2,200 crew lost. Bismarck's notoriety stemmed from her devastating power and the unprecedented British response. She faced 14 warships and 47 aircraft. Her sinking marked a turning point, curbing Germany's surface fleet ambitions. Bismarck's legend as a naval juggernaut endures. 3. Yamato, Japan. IJN Yamato, the heaviest battleship ever built, takes 2nd for its ambition and tragic fate. Launched in 1941, Yamato displaced 72,800 tons and mounted 918.1-inch guns, firing 3,200 pound and shells 25 miles, the largest naval guns ever. Designed to dominate, Yamato's role was limited by Japan's carrier focus. She saw minor action at Leyte Gulf, 1944, but met her end in April 1945 during Operation Tengo, a desperate mission to attack Allied forces off Okinawa. Over 300 U.S. aircraft sank her, killing 2,498 crew. Yamato's notoriety lay in her unmatched size and the myth of invincibility, shattered by air power. First, USS Enterprise, CV-6, USA. Topping the countdown is USS Enterprise, the most decorated U.S. ship of World War II. Commissioned in 1938, this Yorktown-class carrier displaced 19,800 tons, 25,500 loaded, and carried 90 aircraft. Enterprise fought in nearly every major Pacific battle, including Midway 1942, where her bombers sank 2 Japanese carriers, shifting the war's tide. She repelled attacks at Guadalcanal, 1942, and dominated at Leyte Gulf, 1944. Her aircraft sank 71 ships and destroyed 911 planes, earning 20 battle stars. Nicknamed the Big E, Enterprise survived kamikaze hits and was falsely reported sunk 6 times by Japan. Conclusion: these 10 ships, Enterprise to Yamashiro, wrote World War II's naval history with valor and tragedy. Their achievements, from decisive battles to symbolic moments, and their notoriety, from invincibility to infamy, remain unmatched. Their stories sail on, daring any to rival their legacy. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel for more content. Thank you.